Hey guys, Andrew Henderson from Nomad Capitalist here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Interesting story I wanted to share with you that reminded me why I love doing this, and wanted to take that great story and share a little lesson we can all benefit from. So, just finished up a little mastermind with some of the folks that we've helped over the last year here in Kuala Lumpur. Had a great time, shared a lot of ideas, and had some of the team members from around the world come in, including our remote team, and also one girl who works for us and does some stuff in Mexico. This is a girl who is married to a Mexican, has a child who was born in Mexico and by extension is Mexican. We talked about that in our birth tourism video. Lives in Mexico, speaks Spanish. She's about as bona fide Mexican immigrant as you can get. And for about the year and a half we've been working together, I told her, you got to get your Mexican citizenship. You're the parent of a Mexican. You're married to a Mexican. You're entitled to it. What are you doing? And when she was here, I was talking to her about how Mexicans can now go pretty much everywhere in the world that Americans can, except for the United States. So it's a pretty good passport, the Mexican passport, and I've been trying to convince her for a year and a half. Well, she comes here to Asia. She spends about a week in Asia. It's the first time she's been away from her baby in his 18 months. And it's the first time she's really been away from Mexico in quite a while. And so she's flying back. She gets back to Mexico, and she says, you know what? I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to go for the Mexican citizenship, because she said, I realized coming back and settling back in to Mexico City, how I really feel like I'm part of this culture. I really feel, Mexican. Like this is something that I have become and I've earned. And I was really happy to hear, I was really, thrilled to hear that, of course. Love people getting their second passports and seeing those success stories, and I'm looking forward to seeing the process unfold with her. But it's an interesting example for all of us, because I see folks who get a lot of stuff done. They get great results. And I see folks for whom it takes a little bit longer. And a lot of the time, most of the time, the reason that results are a little bit slower to come for some folks is because of the questions they ask. That having done this myself and having experienced it with myself and others time and time again, I realize that some of the questions that they're asking can't be answered until they actually go out and do it. The people who have the slower results are the ones who want every single step of the process answered. They want to get the most minute questions out of the way before they get started. And what I found in years of doing this is that you just have to get started, and a lot of those questions will answer themselves. Doing brings clarity. Asking all the questions and trying to get perfect clarity before you start isn't really how it works. Doing, taking action, experiencing is what brings that clarity. And so, in our team member's case, it took her traveling and getting out of her comfort zone and seeing different experiences to realize, wow, I really fit in here. I'm going to go for the citizenship. In other cases, it's something different. But no matter what you're doing in this offshore realm, in this nomad capitalist lifestyle, everything that you're doing is a little bit different. Everything that you're doing is something that most people wouldn't think of and certainly wouldn't do. So you're the trailblazer. Whatever it is that you're doing in this nomad capitalist realm is trailblazing stuff, probably. And so you're not going to have the full clarity. You're not going to have the full confidence. You're not going to have the full anything before you go out there and dip your toe in, and then dip another toe in, and then dip another toe in. And the more you do, the more those lingering questions that you have will get answered. Trying to get them all answered up front is very difficult, and it's going to hold you back. Doing will answer the questions. I promise you that.